Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign. Then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. Okay. Let's see, what do these tea leaves have to say today? All right. And so, our card for today is the Lust / Strength card. And this is pictured with Babylon. Oh, Babylon riding the the many-headed beast, the Scarlet Woman. Kind of a image of great connection to our desires, our power, our creative abilities. And let's see. So we have let's start here. I'm going to start right here. And I have to tell you, I'm just going to tell you straight up here. I am sick. You can probably tell by the way I sound. I apologize. You know, it's just those germs that kids have. Oh my goodness. So anyways, we're around a lot of kids. And so I did get sick. And I am feeling a little bit spacey today. I'm just trying to get, all right, let's see. Every time I start, behind the scenes goes wild. You can probably hear the sounds of the house. All right, let's see. So we have a person here wearing maybe a big dress. It looks like a big dress to me. But it could be a robe. I mean, you know, it is a person. And it looks like they're kind of in the wind. And so I look at this and I see them holding out their hand, and I see a boat here, kind of a sailboat with the wind also blowing. We have a person here, and I think this is the same person. Arm extended as well. Okay, so I'm seeing this, and there is kind of this feeling of, if you can imagine kind of being by the seaside, blown around by the wind. I talk about this in some of the readings. When we have big emotions, longings, desires, just feeling almost kind of beneath the oppression of anxiety, maybe even some melancholy, whatever it is. One of the things that I find very useful, if it is a windy day, of course, and I happen to live out on the prairie, so there is a lot of wind and open spaces. So going out into the wind and standing there and letting that wind, that air blow right around you, through you. It's almost impossible to hold on to your feelings. It is so immersive. It's not unlike jumping into a cold body of water, right? Or going out in the rain and it's raining all over you, and You can't help but be very present in that sensation. And so I look at this and I think there is a very pronounced feeling of energy moving, emotions being moved, energies being moved. I feel that you have been, and this really coincides with the Strength card, you have been in a place where you are comfortable being completely yourself, whatever that looks like from moment to moment. If you're messy or gleeful, wild, free, sobbing, screaming, thrashing about, just kind of quiet and content. Whatever it is, you have felt the ability to be yourself in this place, probably away from the eyes of others. I think that you are really contemplating some things. There seems to be some emotion towards movement, moving away from where you're at. If this is within your job, maybe where you live, actually moving your home, leaving a relationship, going back to a relationship. I don't know exactly what it is, but it seems like it's a pretty, at least to you, it feels like something that is going to be a big step. Okay. And I see you kind of setting your intentions here. Really, really kind of out there in those fields, looking up at the sky, the wind blowing you around a bit, and you are thinking about, where am I now? And where would this wind take me? If you were just a leaf, let go on that wind, where would it take you? Where would you fly away to? And these are the things. These are the things that we must think about from time to time, to check in with ourselves, to really consider, am I where I want to be? Am I where I need to be? And if not, what am I willing to do to get there? Okay. I have a little dog here and one here as well. And I almost I see this person, this formation kind of reaching out that way. And I think, and this really kind of is an overwhelming feeling I had coming into this reading, almost a sense of reconciling some kind of relationship. If this is a friendship, it feels like this is either a friendship or something romantic. And this is kind of a relationship that goes in cycles of being fairly close or very close, and then something happens, right? Some kind of conflict, and then there are separations, and time passes, and something aligns in such a way where you find yourself back together with this person again. This could be in friendship. This could be a lover or somebody you have kind of a more serious and dedicated relationship to, as far as like domestically, okay? And I feel there is a pull towards this, and I wonder if this is not the season, right? Is this like a particular season where you start to reminisce and get sentimental and feel the the urge to seek one another out once again, right? With the holidays coming, and if you're in the northern hemisphere, it is getting colder, right? I don't like the term, but when I was young anyways, I don't know if the kids still call it this, but we used to call it cuffing season, right? Where you would seek out a partner for these colder months. And of course you could be in the southern hemisphere and in the summer in that wild heat, looking for that love that you know so well and return to during these times of kind of that the stirrings of those summer months. You know what I mean? And so things seem to lead back to this person. And I think that you all have fun. You enjoy each other. But there is a sense of, almost kind of pushing each other's buttons, right? You know a lot about each other. And you know how to get under each other's skin. And so, as you get older, as life has changed you in the ways that life does, I think that it's almost kind of like going back to something that reminds you of those less refined times, where you just love without any limit. You have a friendship that is all consuming. I don't know about you, but as I get older, I don't have a lot of friends. Even the friends that I do have, I don't talk to all the time, aside from my husband, of course. But, it's the busyness of life, I think, and we're more careful about how much we divulge about ourselves, and I don't know what it is, you just, I guess for me, I'm just tired, often. I don't have that much to share with anybody who is not immediately in my life. And it's not that I don't want to, or that, I don't love my friends. It's just things change as you get older. And maybe that's just because I'm a parent. I don't know. Of a young child, maybe it will change again. But, there are certain people in our lives who are very much tied to that younger time when there are less inhibitions about how much we share. I don't know about you, but when I was young, I had friends that they were family, immediately, and we gave all of ourselves to each other and, spent so much time together. And now I only have one of those people left in my life. We live far apart, but we're still good friends. But there's just time wears on, and it changes us a bit, changes how we relate to people. And so, I think that this is not dissimilar to you. I feel this in you, Sagittarius, especially because you've had such a year of building kind of your own life, becoming that independent person that you are, and in a way where, not that you've not been independent, but in a way where you are very kind of overt about the fact that you're not going to put up with other people's stuff. Instead of just avoiding having to have those conversations, you just tell them how it is now. And I think that in some ways that you are learning to kind of balance that with having these really, close moments in your relationships. Okay. And so, I think that this will be kind of a season of getting back together. And I see we have a And I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cough here. I see that we have an arrow and a little heart right here. And I can just see that there is a love. There's a love that is shared there. And as much as you do kind of go back and forth with this person, I don't feel like they've ever done anything. And I'm looking at this. I don't see that they've really ever done anything to kind of go against you. Okay. Where, sometimes we fall out with somebody and they kind of just run their mouth and they they don't have any good intentions towards us. But this is somebody who, even when you kind of get in those places of being a little bit exhausted with one another, maybe kind of, like I said, getting on each other's nerves, there still is a deep devotion there. Okay. And I see a person here who is in this metaphysical zone on the edge next to a fire. Okay. And so I feel that through this time, you really are very devoted to that spiritual work that you're doing. And I can see you even maybe joining some kind of class or doing some kind of program, certification maybe, something, and I almost think it's something like, like art therapy maybe, or maybe like, and it feels like this is a very physical thing. So like maybe healing, like Reiki or like healing touch or something like this. Okay. Maybe becoming a masseuse. I'm not sure, but it seems like you are about that path and you are very devoted to it. And I think that this will be a perfect time for that because you really have relinquished a lot of these kinds of constraints that you had before this time. Kind of, listen to me. It really does take a lot of bravery. It is not easy to become a creative, even if you are quietly creative, but to do this in a way that you're sharing with people. It's not easy to be a healer, although you maybe are innately a healer, but to actively seek out a situation where you are engaging in healing practices. The first, it's getting into that line of work or practice. It takes a big step, and I'm sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. We have Pudgy coming to say hello, Pudgy. All right, come over here, buddy. He knows mommy does not feel good today, huh? You want to come and cuddle with me? You're sweet. Come on, buddy. You got to get down, though. I got to finish my reading. Come on. You're just going to stare at me, huh? Okay, I'll pick you up. You got to go down now. All right, thank you. And so also, any of the things, doing divination, helping guide people, coaching, whatever it is. I mean, you have to not only have the ability, but you have to believe in yourself and make that kind of leap into practice. And I can see that you are getting to that position where you really are going to put your all into this. Okay, this maybe is going to be a career path that you are looking into, maybe something that you have already started, but I really feel like, you are quite devoted to this way. And so we have another heart. I really feel like this person who feel like this person who you are relating to, for some reason, it almost feels like, this is going to be really specific, but this person is related to maybe like a grandparent in some way, like they knew your family. I almost feel like this grandparent or older person, some kind of mentor or caretaker, they have passed away, but this person knew them. They knew them from your younger years. Maybe like coming over to your house and they met your grandparents or whatever it is. But I feel like almost this person who has passed is really kind of helping bring you back together for some reason. And I see like I see a walking stick, but I also see this kind of almost like blowing like fairy dust or some kind of like like a spice or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I see this kind of blowing it, and it's like going up into the air, right? And it's almost kind of settling over the top of both of you. And I feel like this is almost like they're blessing this reunion. Okay, and they really want this to happen for some reason. And I feel like there is a sense of like, it's like this person knows you so well. They've known you through different cycles of your life, and there are not a lot of people left in your life who have known you through the different chapters, right? And this almost feels like, it feels like this is it feels close and beloved, but you also worry because I think at times you've thrown things in each other's faces from the old days, right? And I feel like this is something you don't want to deal with anymore, but I do think that this person doesn't want that either. I think that you both have come to a place in your life where you really have focused on growing as beings, letting go of a lot of stuff that doesn't need to come with you, just letting it go. And I'm seeing these pictures in my head, kind of just like a sense of there's a brightness in your embrace. Okay, like I know you beyond all of this, and not holding the little stupid things against each other anymore, and not weaponizing the information either. And I think this is something that can happen especially with family and like siblings and stuff, but I don't necessarily see this as a sibling, but it kind of almost has that feeling because you've known each other for such a long time. Yeah. And I think that this, I think that this will be a beloved thing. I do. And look, I put this on and the heart escaped. It does not want to be trapped in there. That tells me the love will win over always. Right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do the Dreamers deck here. This is 40 affirmations for pursuing your dreams from the I Know collection. And I'm just going to flip through here until it feels right. And we're going to stop. We're going to read this card and see what it has to say. It says, I know that my dreams are bigger than my fears. I am going to take risks. Yeah. And this feels right. It really does. It feels like you're really in that place where it's just, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to do all the things that I feel. I'm tired of feeling scared and shameful and guilty. I'm just going to do it. And maybe for once, if I let everything just kind of be what it is, I don't have to lament the should-haves and the could-haves and the, worrying about, somebody's you know, gonna find out whatever about me. I've been trying to carefully weave this together in such a way, and they might find out, you know, no more of that. Just being what we are. Just being who we are. So, anyways, I want to go ahead and thank you so much for spending this time with me, Sagittarius. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. And if you'd be so kind as to like the video, it helps us get into the algorithm. The algorithm helps the channel grow a lot. So, if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And other than that, if you want to leave a comment, I read all of them. They mean so much to me. And I'm sorry, I'm like just out of energy today. I can't believe this cold. I don't even have a fever or anything. I don't know. I just feel like it's taken everything out of me. So anyways, but the nice thing, listen, I don't like feeling like this, but I will tell you, I have the most vivid dreams when I'm not feeling well. So I do look forward to that. I get a lot of information while I am convalescing. So, yes. I love you very much, I love you very much, Sagittarius. And we will talk in just a few days. I thank you.